There's a lot of clients that I've worked with where while we were working together, they made some progress on their business. And then as soon as our time together was up, they completely fell off the radar, stopped working on their business altogether. And I was just like, what the hell? Where did you go? Did you need my accountability in order to take any action on your business? And then there's other people who I've talked to that want to get into this creator space, but they've been dilly-dallying for years, not doing anything. I'm like, why haven't you posted a single video? Why haven't you created a lead magnet or your offer or coached someone for free or done anything? Like, what is it that's holding you up? And these people truly want to start a business like this. They want the outcome, but there's some reason why they're not taking action, even when they've been provided with the roadmap. They've been given the strategy, either by me or someone else, but they're not doing it. The question is why? Well, I believe that I have recently, finally figured out the answer. I don't know why it took me so long to see this. It should have been in front of my face the whole time. It's ultimately that these people do not believe that this is possible for them. I mean, think about it. If they knew for sure that they could have a six-figure creator business within, let's say, 6 or 12 months of starting, they would absolutely get started. They would work diligently every day if they had a guarantee of success. And so that's actually what's missing for a lot of people. It's not the strategy that they need. They've watched 100 YouTube videos. They've bought 10 courses and gone through 6 coaching programs. They've been given so much strategy, but they've done little to nothing with it. And it's because they lack the belief that it will work for them. They just don't see themselves as someone who is going to be able to make it happen. They have some belief in their head. Either they're not qualified or the market's too saturated or they got in too late. A lot of people struggle with imposter syndrome in this industry as well. This just hit me recently. I was like, damn, that's the real reason a lot of these people know what to do, but they're not doing it. And so I started to ask myself, how do I help people to believe in themselves more so that they will take the action? And I've never really fancied myself as much of a mindset coach. I'm the strategy guy. I'm very left brain, I believe it is, the logical side, where I'm like steps 1 through 5. I've always just had a lot of drive. I'm lucky to be driven, so I've never had trouble taking action. But as I thought about this more, I was like, there's plenty of things that I have done where I lacked confidence and certainty that it would work out. I remember the first time I ever tried snowboarding, it was a shit show. I was in Lake Tahoe with some friends, borrowed an old snowboard from one of them, hardly had any gear, and I get to the top. No one's giving me a lesson. They're just like, go down the hill. I fell probably every 10 feet the whole way down, over and over and over and over again. It was absolutely miserable. I hated it. But I got back on and went back up, tried it again. As I went over and over, I obviously started to fall less often. I would maybe only fall like 4 or 5 times in the entire run. But I remember it took me 5 full days of snowboarding before I went down a run without falling a single time. 5 days. And I live out in Colorado. I have a lot of friends come out here to snowboard. A lot of them get good way better than I did. They'll go down the run without falling at the end of their very first day. So I wasn't really naturally good at it, but what I did with snowboarding is just persevered despite having a guarantee that I would ever figure it out. And it wasn't until I went down that run without falling that I finally had confidence and belief in myself on the 5th day of snowboarding. And so I think the irony here is that if someone lacks the self-belief in themselves and they are not taking action as a result of that, they're actually robbing themselves of the one thing that is needed to create the self-belief, which is taking action and starting to see results. I mean, you can do affirmations and visualizations. You can yell in the mirror all you want. It's never going to create as much self-belief as getting a real result. Like, let's say you decided to coach a client for free, and at the end of it, the dude was like, "Oh my gosh, you helped me so much. You changed my life. Like, thank you so much. This was awesome." You hearing that feedback from that person is going to take your self-belief from 0% to like a 20%. So now you have a little bit of self-belief to go on. And then you coach another client, and then you post a YouTube video and you get one comment on it that says, "Wow, this is really valuable. Thank you." And now you have a little more self-belief, and you have to slowly cultivate it over time. I don't believe that you can craft self-belief in an authentic, lasting way without getting real results. So I wish I had a magic wand. I wish I could say, download my free affirmation guide and just shout these things in the mirror for 10 days and you will feel confident. What I've had to do with anything new that I've wanted to learn is just to be okay feeling uncomfortable as I get into it, not having a guarantee and not really knowing where this is going to go, and just moving forward anyways, because I know that moving forward is the only way that I will actually get some proof, some results back that will then feed my self-confidence. So I hope this video has helped you if you're someone who has all the strategies and blueprints and courses, but you haven't been able to take action. It could be that you're like a lot of people. There's nothing wrong with you, but it could be that you just don't really have that self-belief yet that this is going to work for you. And then that kind of keeps you on the sidelines. The only way to move forward is to take action while being okay with feeling the same way you feel now. You're not going to magically feel confident, but taking action despite how you feel about yourself, and then sticking with it long enough to get some positive feedback in the form of real world results, real proof that then feeds your self-confidence, and then your actions become stronger, more empowered, and it's like this loop that keeps spinning, and over time, you could be amazed at who you transform into, someone who has 100% confidence in themselves to achieve their goals. That's all I got for you today. Thank you guys for being here. I'll see you in the next one.